Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and welcome to my craft studio. It's time to get creative, time to get inspired to share these beautiful creations with others. So come on in, say hello, let me know if you're new to my channel. I welcome you. And just in case you don't know me, I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I welcome you. I hope you feel inspired when you finish watching these cards that I create today, so you go into your own craft studio or room, wherever you have your crafting supplies, and create. It's all about creating creativity so you can share it with others, right? Hi, Shirley, welcome. Okay, we're gonna get started today because I'm late, number one, and number two, we're kind of flying by the seat today of my pants. So we're stamping on the fly, okay? I have one set of cards already done, but I'm like, okay, I need to give you even more value, so let's create with another designer paper. All right, so we're gonna do today is Wednesday, where I stream both on Facebook and YouTube, and Wednesday is all about simple and easy card creating. So today we're going to be using a sketch, and it's sketch number 47, and we are using, I didn't even grab this designer paper. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before. You know what? Let me grab the envelope paper that I have. It's this beautiful, cute as can be designer paper. It's got the bees, the honey jars, just cute little bees, some floral stuff, and some great geometric designs on the back side. And this paper is now on the last chance list, which is gonna make me sad because we love bees here. Our daughter raises bees. She has like I think she's up to 18 hives. So it's a bee population here. Okay, let's get started because I've only got one card done with this sketch, and we got hopefully I've got my measurements somewheres. What did I do with them? Hang on. I gotta look for them. I'm not sure what I did with them. Let's see. I think I put them somewhere else. All right. It's a hot mess here. Okay, I had some bookwork I needed to get out of the way today. All right, we can go through them. I think I can remember them. All right, so because they're pretty, it's a pretty easy measurement. So we have 2 pieces of cardstock. We're gonna use a colored card base, and I haven't figured out which one yet, okay? And this is pretty in pink. So these are 3 1/4 by 5 inches. And then we've got 2 simple pieces of designer paper. And this is a great sketch to use up because lots of times we have small strips left. This is a 2-inch strip. Sometimes we have those left. And so this is a 2-inch by 4 7/8 inch long. And this is a 1 1/2 by 4 7/8 inches, and we are simply going to adhere these. We're going to kind of just leave a hint of color, like 1/8 of an inch, around our card base, our card mat here. And so I'm just going to do this because we want a little bit of that pretty in pink showing in the center. I'm not really pressing it down too hard because I want to, in case I need to adjust anything, okay? So we want about the same width on the inside as well. We're pretty close to it. There we go. Okay, that's all we need to do, all right? And then we're going to, this is where I'm not quite sure what we're doing. I've already stamped a die, one of the Spotlight in Nature's die, in Petunia Pop. So I thought that would look good on there, I think. Or maybe Pool Party. Let's go and stamp one in Pool Party. And I just have to make sure, because maybe that might look better. And we have to decide, because I was thinking a Pool Party base for that. So let's see if Pool Party looks good on one of these. This greeting is from the Notes and Totes bundle right here. I love this Just a Notes, and there's still some other great fabulous words as well. So there's that. I don't know. That's too light, so we're going to just set that aside. So I guess we'll go with the Petunia Pop, okay? So we are going to, let's see, I think I have a 1/2 inch strip. I'm going to just cut it down the middle. It's just a piece of scrap that was left over as I was cutting for my card bases. And I'm going to just pull in my hexagon, my retired hexagon punch. And I really wish they would bring this back. And we are going to just layer these together. Okay, let's just put a little adhesive there. And I'm using our multi-purpose liquid glue, which I love. It gives you that wiggle room to move afterwards. When you're gluing it, it will set up like a mini glue dot as well. We're going to just pop that there, and let's add some dimensionals on the back here. Okay. So Shirley, how are you today? We had rain here, but it's still hot outside. I don't know what the temperature is. I walked up to grab the mail and it was still pretty warm, but we could use some more rain, that's for sure. I'm gonna just pop that right there, and then we'll add this to our card base. I think it'll look good with the Pool Party underneath it. So in this designer paper, there's Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Petunia Pop, and that pretty and pink color as well. Okay, so yesterday, spent some time with some friends and worked on one of the favors for our upcoming October retreat with the Peaceful Garden Suite. And stay tuned, you're going to get a sneak peek what I was working on. Okay. All right, so let's grab some rhinestones here, some rhinestones jewels, and let's just take, oh, do I want it all there? I've been liking doing this, where I just take a large one, put it in the center there, and then some smaller ones. I didn't get too close to the center, but it's good enough. Here we go. Just that little simple thing. It just kind of draws yourself to the to your greeting there. Okay. Now let's go and work on the inside here. Which, let's see, what color are we doing? Pretty and pink. So we're going to use a piece of basic white here. Yes, it is hot. Hi, Betty. Welcome. Oops, we got this. Let me look at the front again. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to go with the little flowers. Let's dress up our inside. I've got a 1/2 inch strip of scrap here. And let's show off these pretty little flowers. Guess you'd, I don't know. They're not really daisies, but they're something like a daisy. Let's trim off our ends. Okay, and I've got all kinds of little bits all over my desk here. Okay, so really simple sketch, isn't it? I just love sketches. I can't wait to share with you the sneak peek of the next Crafter Tees, and I will be offering that as a to-go kit. All right, I will be having some details in my next newsletter about that, so you can get it as a to-go kit, because it's so simple and easy, and you're gonna love it. It's new designer paper that's coming out in the next mini catalog or the online exclusives. Okay, so let's add this. So the inside is the same. The pretty and pink is the same as the front, 3 3/4 and 5 inches. Here we go. And let's grab my little box here. I love this. I love having this stash of stuff because I did not have time to do any of this earlier. Okay, so let's grab the bees that go with this designer paper right here. So it's always fun to just kind of fussy cut, right? When you have a minute, sit in front watching TV or anywheres really, wherever you've got some good lighting. Okay, let's put this guy right there. And that will dress up our inside and give the recipient a nice, sweet surprise. Here we go. Let's get them like going just right. Okay, there. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that card. So easy. We'll do the envelope flap later because I want to get through making all these cards with you guys. All right. Okay, let's go to some Daffodil Delight here. All right, we'll go with this pattern. And all I just did the reverse, okay? They paired up really well, I thought, and then just chose a matte. I have the 2 colors in matte, Daffodil Delight, and 3 colors in mattes, the Pool Party and Pretty in Pink. Those were the colors that I worked with. So I have 2 each of those, 3 colors, and it helps make your like card bundle a really nice ensemble for anybody that you want to give a gift to. Okay. Hi, Carol. You've been canning all day? Oh, wow. Hi, Noni. Welcome. So what have you been canning? I have some some yellow beans that I need to get in the freezer. I just need to snip them and blanch them so I can get them in the freezer, and just haven't had a moment's peace to do it. All right, so I think we're gonna go with the Petunia Pop on that one, and then maybe we'll do the Petunia Pop card base. I'm kind of switching gears a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I should wait and see. We just get the 4 pieces done, but there's no petal in pink in there. But it does look okay. All right, I think we're gonna get these 6, the other ones done, and then we'll make a decision about what the card base is gonna be. But I do like this little, for the flags, I think, or maybe we should do a contrast. Well, that's just, there's no pink in there, and that's too much yellow. So I guess Petunia it is. It is it. Okay. Hi, Deb. Hey, stranger. How are you doing today? Deb makes the most fabulous barn quilts. I am envious. Her and her husband have been making barn quilts and showing them at some of the craft fairs where she's at. Hi, Colleen. Welcome, welcome. I haven't responded to your email yet, Colleen, but I did get it. Okay, let's add this on. There's a lot of you joining in today. I am so glad. Wow. Okay, so let's do that. I don't know. Just kind of light. I think we're going to go with Petunia Pop again. Let's just pull that in. It might be a Petunia Pop day, right? Okay, here's our stamp. For those joining in late, this stamp is from the Notes and Totes bundle. And I want to give that a minute to dry. Okay, let's do this. I'm kind of stamping on the fly here. I don't have any samples made. Okay, let's do this. But I do have a whole nother set made, but not with the bees, which I just love the bees. And just remember, if you're loving the bees and you want to do any orders, you can go to createwithnancy.com and click that shop now button and order this design. I think it's still available. At least it was the last time I checked. So because it is on the last chance list, I don't know if it's in low inventory yet. So we'll see. I think I need a couple more packages of it because I don't have too much on hand. Okay, we're gonna just set that aside and let's make the other designs. Let's pull in this one next. And I'm gonna just put this with, oh, we could do this part. Let's do this before I lose the paper. Unless I already did, I might not have. All right, that goes with that. Okay, we've got our little honey jars on this one. In case you joined in late, this piece of designer paper, the mat is 3 3/4 by 5, and this one is 2 inches by 4 7/8. Okay, I just kind of put it down lightly just to make sure I don't need to make an adjustment. Oh goodness. Froze beans and spent some time in my stamp room. Oh, yay, Deb. You do so much canning, making, and food prep. You're just amazing. Okay, so we got that. And I'm thinking this one. Let's go with the petunia pop on this one. Okay, these are just scrap 1/2 inch strips that I got when I was cutting up the designer paper. You don't have to go cut them fresh and new. Okay, let's just adhere these two together. I like to offset them so one's a little bit longer than the other. I'm gonna just trim off a little bit. Add this, some liquid glue. There we go. We're definitely doing petunia pop again. So let's add that. There is old olive in this. Okay, dimensionals. Here we go. So what's coming up? Tomorrow is class. There is a few spots left if anybody wants to come to class. Okay. Summer classes, if you've got my newsletter, you can see all that. If you don't have my newsletter, go and subscribe to createwithnancy.com and hit that subscribe to the newsletter. There's 2 different subscriptions. One is for my blog post and one is for my newsletter. So you can definitely, I haven't blogged in a little bit, but hoping to change that real soon. But you're welcome to sign up for either one. You get an email when a blog post goes live, and you get an email when I send out my newsletter. And that's where all the fun stuff is. That's where you're going to get a PDF tutorial for this card sketch and the latest Stampin' Up! News and so on. Okay, we're waiting on that because I'm not sure what color. I almost think it's got to be petunia. Yeah, I almost think these have got to both be petunia pop, which is okay. Let's just set that aside for now. We'll add some dimensionals to that in a minute, but we can do this though. Let's add some adhesive down here for the inside. I cut this a little bit wider, I think like 3/4 of an inch, because I really wanted to showcase those honey jars. Right, there we go. And let's just add a little bit of color here. There we go. Okay, yes, the deer have been into our garden, and Jack has made this god-awful makeshift fence around it. There is everything and anything you can think of around the perimeter of the garden to try to keep the deer out. The ground is too hard to put up a fence where it is. So let's adhere this. Okay, this will be ready to go. Let's grab a honey jar here. Let's get a couple honey jars here. I think I gotta, I love these. I use these a lot. I think I gotta do some more fussy cutting of these. Let's grab 2. There we go. Okay, let's just kind of do this. Maybe we'll set them up there. I think I like them there. Yep, let's do that. Okay. Okay, the next Crafter's Tea is coming up in September, and you are gonna love it. So let me just take a minute. We'll just stop here for a minute and let's look at the Crafter Tea projects, which I'm in love with. I am like, I need to make more of them. That's how good they are. All right, let's take a little break here and let's look at the Crafter's Tea. So we're still using the bee paper, cute as can be. So it's a really simple layout. Okay, there's card number 1. We always do 5 projects. And I am gonna make this as a to-go kit. I just gotta price it out. So it includes shipping. All right, so we've got that one, and then we've got, I think this is called Nest of Winter, I think. So we've got some birds here. So great for the upcoming winter season. And of course, everything's embellished on the inside. I didn't show off that one. Look at that cute little bee on the inside. And then here's your sneak peek of new paper. I'm in love. This is my favorite paper in the mini catalog coming up. And if you're coming to class, I have catalogs available. We got some new sequins, and this paper here is absolutely gorgeous. I love the hints of blues in it and everything. Isn't that just sweet? Look at that. Okay, there's card 3, and then can you imagine like a nature snowflake? Check out that snowflake. Does it look like the average snowflake to you? It's fabulous. It's all made of pine branches and all kinds of different type of nature stuff here. All right, there's our inside. And then finally, we have this one. I don't know, I think it's, I don't know that, I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the fall ones. And I think this one's in the mini catalog. All right. Great masculine card. It could be a great birthday, whatever you want. Anniversary. There's enough room there to do a large stamp. We've got this sweet die cut here, and there's the inside. So if you get a to-go kit, all your die cutting will be done. All you're going to need is to have a greeting, and there will be a PDF tutorial with it as well. Okay, so that's the September Crafternoon Tea coming up. I think it's the 11th and the 12th of September here in my home. All right, and if you're interested in this, message me, okay? And say, Nancy, I definitely want a kit. Okay, let's get back to our creating. So we're up to 4 cards. Let's finish these other 2. This is still an okay pattern, I think. So let's adhere this onto some pool party. These little bees are just so cute. And then we'll do this one. And you could duplicate another pattern, the same pattern, if you wanted to. I always love to effectively use my paper. All right, so we've used up the same amount of paper of each of the 6 designs. Okay, so I don't know, what color ribbon should we use? You know, maybe yellow might, the Daffodil Delight might be kind of fun, and then do it onto there, because we've already done pool party. Or there's, that's too much. I think I like the yellow to make it pop. What do you guys think? Do you like this yellow background, or do you like this? Or we could do, let's look at this. I don't know, or the Petunia Pop. Let me know in the background, in the comments, the comments, what you would like, because that could determine what we want to use. I think I still want to do that. So let's cut this in half and just kind of get a feel. All right, so should we do Daffodil, Petunia Pop, or the Pretty in Pink? All right, let's do this. Here, these 2 together. Let's see, I want it like that. There we go. And then we'll pop this on. Yeah, that contrast of yellow is good. And let's stamp some more Petunia Pop. This fits just perfectly. Okay, dimensionals. Here we go. Okay, Daffodil, Colleen says. Well, let's pop that over. That was my first choice, I think, right? Let's do that. I don't think there's enough. The only petal pink there is the bee tail lines. The tail of the bees. Okay, well, let's go with the daffodil, because I don't really think we could go wrong with any color. Or the pink, you know, now that you look at that. But the yellow just pops out. Okay, let's add some more dimensionals to the back side of this. And we got one more card to finish up and to put the bases, and 2 on bases. And I'll do the envelopes and the insides later. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. And then finally, we have this design right here. Okay, let's do this. So tomorrow I have classes, and then Friday I'm doing a new event at our community center in the town of Elbridge. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully meeting some wonderful new people, and making some of the seniors that are attending just leaving feeling filled with creativity, right? Okay, let's add this on there. There we go. I like that. So what color do we want? Let's kind of look at the card base. How many do we have? We got 2 blues, 2 petunias. I'm thinking we're going to go with this. Petunia, petunia. Okay. Or do we do another yellow? We're going to go with yellow. Let's go with this. Okay. More dimensionals. I go through a ton of dimensionals. It's one thing I always add to my order, especially when there's free shipping, which I'm not sure if I did this last time. Okay, let's add this onto here. And let's see what these look like. Flag the ends here. There we go. Okay, let's do, here we go. Got all these die cut. It's another job I do when I'm running things through. Always die cut extra. All right, that looks good. So let's add this on. And you could just play around with whatever color you love. All right, a lot of dimensionals. Let's grab some more here. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you today? I don't know. I think that's about it. Here we go. Lovely. Let's add some rhinestones to it. Whoops, I don't know where that went. It went flying. Okay, let's put one there. And some little ones on each side. Take your pick tool, makes this so easy to do. Okay, I think we have them all done, other than we need to put some more dimensionals. So there's card number 1. And let's put, I think, yeah, we're going to do this. Let's grab some more dimensionals here. I feel like I'm sliding off my stool here today. Let's do this. Here we go. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me through all this creating. There we go. You can just see how simple and easy it is to, once you have an idea with, you know, like the same design, how easy it is to just start creating a lot of cards. Hi, Betty. Oh, I thought you were in here earlier, Betty. Oh, I was thinking you were. And you're not, well, you're not too bad. Yeah, you were in here earlier. Okay, let's add this in here. There we go. Okay, so we got our 2 petunia pops, right? And we've got, let's see, what does that go to? All right, I'll do the inside later. We need some gems on here, though. Here's the 2 daffodil ones. Let's put this on here. Okay, and then we have our pool party ones right here. There we go. Simple and easy. I kind of like this design right here. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you love those? You ready to see another sample with another designer paper? I've got the Charming Day set. Let me just move this out of the way and get rid of some garbage here. Yes, here we go. Here's the Charming Day set with the same card. I just didn't decide what gems to put on here yet. So same designs. I use basic black here for the flags. Okay, Betty. Oh, thanks, Colleen. I'm glad you like them. There we go. There's that one. And I just did the reverse. Charming Day, the reverse, the backside of each paper coordinates with each other really well, I think. There you go. So simple and easy. So let me know what gems I should put on here. Something that's current. Because I'm just not sure what to add to that. I mean, I could always do rhinestones, but I gotta look to see maybe what we have in black. All right, so let me give you another sneak peek of our upcoming classes. These are some new classes that are going to start next week locally. Here's this one. This is all one class right here. It just went out in, pretty sure I added this to the newsletter. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. This one's a duplicate. So there's that class that is available, and then we have this one sheet wonder as well. It creates 4 cards. It's a one sheet. Great way to use a 6x6 piece of designer paper. Okay, so that will be an upcoming class next week. And then let's get a sneak peek of one of the favors that we're going to have at our October retreat. Okay, we are making something exclusive for all attendees, and it can be in person or to go. So we've got this beautiful fabric bag that matches our Peaceful Garden designer paper. It coordinates well. All right, so let's look at the projects again. So we have a technique one with the two-tone cardstock, okay, and of course this paper has a lot of doves in it. All your die cutting will be done, whether it's in person or to go. We've got this one here. Anything that needs to be embossed will be done as well. This one is a fun fold, a really cool fun fold, okay, and we have a second fun fold, so it's not just all simple stamping, okay, so all your die cutting, embossing will be done. You do need to tie your bow, okay? And you have to have a stamp set, all right? We use the set that goes in the suite. And then finally, this is the 8th project, number 8, okay? So those are our projects that are in it. And then you can also do an add-on of this wall hanging. You could either choose this design or the other design. And it's all in the information in my newsletter. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure to get subscribed to my newsletter, because there's an early bird price, and then after the early bird pricing, it's good until the 19th. Early bird pricing goes in 19th, and you have to be paid in full. And then after that, the standard pricing goes up to it's $80. And then after September 1st, kits are available while we can make them, okay? Because we can only order so much product so to have. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Let's see, I want to go this. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right, so let's get rid of that too. So I'm glad, oh, Carol, I'm glad you loved the projects. They are sweet. So our bag is just one of the favors that, that will be included in with your fee. So anyways, if you have any questions, especially about the retreat, because registration is only open for a few weeks, and we really want to have as many take advantage and attend of a really fun day. The lunch is included and just all kinds of fun surprises. Okay, I don't want to give it all away. Anyways, so thanks so much for joining me. Come back on Friday for some more Creative Ink. It's not going to be a technique or a fun fold, but it will be some new product that's coming out. One of the other falls, I think it's the other fall one. Yes, it's the other fall suite that's in there. I've got a sweet card for you to share on Friday, okay? All right, thanks everybody. Have a great afternoon, and if you're getting rain,